Word. Okay, man. What's up? I know I'm all late with this rant though. But I had to, take a couple of days to really sink in what happened, man. Kyle Shanahan, bro. I think that was a troll, man. I don't even know where to start with this game. First, I gotta say we could have won this game. Second of all, I gotta say Matt Hasselbeck is still the GOAT. I'm a big fan of Matt Hasselbeck. I'd rather lose against Hasselbeck than Andrew Luck. I really enjoy Matt Hasselbeck. Before the game, I said I hope Matt Hasselbeck does good. I just still hope the Falcons win because, I don't want to be like, oh, Matt Hasselbeck, oh, he's a backup, he's not good. Man, Matt Hasselbeck, with the Seahawks, that man was a GOAT, man. He was the elite quarterback, and I still think he's an elite quarterback. I mean, they just saying that he's a backup quarterback is just stupid. I mean, Matt Hasselbeck, 23 for 32, 213 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, he's straight in my book. He 3-0 right now in the season. So shout out to Matt Hasselbeck, man. And I wish they would have gave him a card in Madden, but hey. Anyway, on that, but Kyle Shanahan, man. The whole week, everybody has been asking him why. Actually, they've been asking everybody for the coaching staff. I think they even asked the special teams why Roddy White ain't getting the ball. He was like, well, we just want to throw it to Julio. That's what we're trying to do. We just want to go to Julio. And he started laughing and junk. I'm like, really? It's not funny. We got people in the crowd, even at away games, chanting Roddy, and you still ain't won't passing the ball? He's open, but you still won't passing the ball? In this game, from the jump, it seemed like it was almost like forced to him. Like they just really wanted to do that so he can tell people to shut up, basically. Right when the ball, right when the Matt said hey, he just immediately just threw it to Roddy White, 3 times in a row. I think it was a 3 and out right there. I mean, that's not what we was talking about, man. We don't want it to make it look stupid. We want to make it look good. And the thing is, Matt Ryan did do good, man, this game. At first, he did good at first. But after a while, it just seemed like the whole offense don't know what they doing, man. And for the idiots that say that the Falcons don't have a defense, you clearly haven't seen the games at all. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. If you're a Falcons fan and you say we don't have no defense, you clearly don't know what you're talking about, man. And I don't want to say it like that, but it's true. If you really think we don't have no defense, that's ridiculous. We did have 2 interceptions this game. And we did only lead them to 21 points. Actually, the defense only led them to 14 points. Matt Ryan threw a pick 6 in the goal line. For some reason, he does that in the goal line. That's where he throws most of his pick 6s from. But he's no Jay Cutler, so I don't know what happened on that. I don't know if he tried to throw to Julio. I don't know if he tried to force it somebody. But man, it just, like I said, I was at the game. I took some pictures and stuff like that. I even got on the field this time, man. I might upload a whole separate video on that. And it's crazy because before the game, I took a picture of Matt Bryant. He was on the bench. It seemed like he was a little tired, man. Like, you know how they come out pre-game and warm up? He was on the bench, and I was just looking at him like, is he all right, man? He look a little tired. Yo. That man, he was nodding off on the sideline. He was just chilling with old Josh Harris. And I'm like, you know what? I hope he all right. He good. He done made, what heck of a field goals when he was sick one time. So, maybe he was just tired today. Maybe he wasn't feeling it. Maybe he feel exactly what we feeling, man. The media don't like us anyway. Like I said, I just really think the media getting to us now, man. I just really think the whole easy schedule thing has really, it's like we trying to tell them people to shut up, man. It's like they always setting us up to fail. Think about this. When we played against Dallas Cowboys, they was undefeated, right? And that was the first game that Brandon Weeden started. So guess what? We won that game. What they say? Oh, you lost to a backup. You won against a backup quarterback. Okay, cool. Go down the line. Make sure I get the stats right and stuff, man. I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me see this book right here. Cause I'm just letting you know exactly what they said. What the Falcons thing get. It says Alright, the Eagles. Yeah, okay, there we go. It's talking about, we went up against the Eagles. The first game of the season. They said we was going to lose that. I mean, they to me said, the Eagles, the dominant team, they going to come in or whatever. We won that game. They couldn't really say nothing, but, we suck. You lucky they missed the field goal because they would have won. So you telling me Matt Ryan has never came back in the game ever in his life, especially in that dome? That's all I gotta say. So you telling me he had like what 2 minutes on the freaking clock? I think at that time. I'm not sure. So that's what they said about that game against the Giants. Well, the Giants beat themselves. I understand that. I mean, they did do some stupid stuff, but hey, we played that defense, and guess what? When we got on offense, we scored. Julio, everybody, man, we were just going in. I mean, a Matt Ryan comeback, which is what they said we wouldn't do week 1, right? Okay, Cowboys. Romo. This is where they started doing the whole EG schedule bull junk at, which was stupid because the Cowboys were undefeated when we played against them. Oh, you guys won against a backup quarterback. You lucky Tony Romo wasn't there. Yeah, but okay, like that junk is just stupid to me. And then we went against the Texans. Oh, you guys have an easy schedule. The Texans. Okay. Oh, that's what they said. You guys only won against the Texans. All you guys have on the team is Julio Jones. First of all, in the Texan game, I think we scored 56 points, and I don't even think Julio had a touchdown that game. So I don't know where that came in from. I'm just letting you know what they say here. I mean, it sounds so stupid. That's what they said against the Texans. That only thing we have an easy schedule, and the only person we got is Julio. When that man didn't even score that game, but we still put up 56 points. And the Texans ain't no slouch, man. I mean, if you think about it, they should have played Brian Hoyer the whole game because I like Brian Hoyer. He cool. He earned my respect last year with the Browns. He had like the most wins in Browns history in the last 10 years. So shout out to Brian Hoyer. Okay, against the Redskins. Oh, you guys have an easy schedule. You guys had trouble against those Redskins. Man, the Redskins is cool. Like I said, I respect them. In my other video, when I talk about the Redskins, they was cool, man. Ain't nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with the Redskins at all. I mean, they had some people hurt, but they got good depth. Who cares? I mean, they good. I mean, they good. I like Kirk Cousins, man. I mean, I think he deserves some more respect than what he does, man. And sometimes it's not always his fault, if you think about it. And they was like, oh, you guys barely beat the Redskins. You guys suck. And it's funny because those people that said that the most was the Saints. And remember that. Just remember that. That's what the Saints said to us. And speaking of those Saints, that was our first loss of the season against the Saints. Before going in that game, when I saw the intro, like I said, with that guy in the wheelchair, the dude that got the block punt, I immediately said we're going to lose the game because it just felt like that's what it was. It just felt like one of those games. I call it a gimmick game because it just really felt like it. There was no possible way we was going to win that game. Tevin Coleman, he stayed fumbling the ball. I really don't like that junk. The offense caused so many turnovers, but guess what? Everybody will talk about the defense. But guess what? The offense was the one messing up. So, the Titans. We have an easy schedule. Blah, blah, blah. We almost lost against the Titans. Oh, somebody did this, did that. Whatever. Saints fans said that to us. Remember that. Against the Buccaneers. The media finally was like, oh, the Falcons are going to be the Buccaneers, but we don't know. And then the second one, actually, they said that to the Saints. This is exactly what they said. Oh, this is exactly what we thought of the Falcons. I knew they were supposed to be coming in as a 16-0 team or 15-1 team, and they just trash. This is what we've been talking about. This is what we expected. When we lost our first game, now remember that against a division rival. I mean, who doesn't do that? That's all I gotta say. I don't like the Saints, but come on, man. I mean, anybody could have seen we was gonna lose that junk at the beginning of the game, even though I didn't want it to happen. All right, Buccaneers. When we had played the Buccaneers, like I said, I was at the game. I was at all the home games this year. I don't know what happened. I forgot. Oh yeah, the offense. Like I said, the defense have been playing good the entire season. Ever since that Saints game, we've been doing turnovers. They don't know what they're doing. And the red zone, every time I'm at the game, we always go down the field every freaking time. Once we get past the Falcon or the 50-yard line or whatever, They can't do anything. They cannot do anything. They cannot do anything past the 50-yard line at all. I mean, that linebacker, that rookie linebacker dude, he was cool, man. I forgot his name. Dang, I forgot his name. That Buccaneers defense did good against us, man. I mean, they just outplayed us. James, I call him James, is Winston, but James is, I know James is Winston, but I call him James, just like they said called Cam Newton Scram Ass. But hey, he came in and guess what? Well, guess what? We in the overtime, right? And they got the ball, right? Guess what? They got the ball. Our defense held them to a field goal in overtime, and the offense had a chance to do something. But they gonna blame it on the defense when they was shutting them down the whole time. Oh, the defense is the defense fault. No, it's not. The offense didn't do anything. The offense had a chance, they blew it. I mean, come on now. The defense is the reason why they even got in overtime in the first place. Think about that. And they called that. I mean, they was calling some crazy that, like, they always at the end of the game they always call pass interference. And I'm gonna get to that in a second. Okay, the 49ers. I didn't go in this game thinking, oh, we just gonna win this game, bro. I mean, I always feel nervous about the game, especially the 49ers. I mean, we could have won that game, but guess what? The offense did trash. I don't even remember how much points the freaking 49ers scored. But they're literally going to just blame every game on the defense. Let me see what was the score, man, because this junk is just stupid to me. What is this? Can they just, man? Can they just like show the score, bro? I hate that when you try to go to something and I just want to see the score. I got the wrong book. I should have got the other book that was most recent from the other day, so I know what the scores were, man. But I mean, I think it was by a field goal or a touchdown or something like that, man. I'm just trying to see the score. That's all I'm trying to see. Where is it? It was 16-17, bro. 16-17. Just think about that. 16-17. And what? You gonna blame it on the defense again? I meant the first drive, the defense, they didn't do too good, but that was the first drive. After that, they was doing good. 17 points. The offense couldn't score more than 17 points, though. That was all on the offense, man. And we get to the Colts. The defense played well. They had, what? 2 interceptions that game. Like, they had 2 interceptions that game. What happened? Matt Ryan threw 3 picks that game. Tevin Coleman, as always, fumbled the ball. I don't even trust him no more, man. After the Saints game, I don't even want that man to get the ball. That's all I gotta say. I don't want that man to get the ball. Do not get the ball to Tevin Coleman, bro. Do not get the ball to Tevin Coleman. And Devontae Freeman did get hurt this game, in the middle of the game. But I'm not going to use that as no excuse, bro. We got depth on the team. We got Teron Ward, and we were supposed to have Tevin Coleman, who was actually the starter at the beginning of the year before he got hurt. And Devontae took over. And I'm not glad he got hurt, but I'm glad he got a chance to shine. And I'm glad he basically making history out there, man. I just don't get it. Like I said, Matt Hasselbeck is the GOAT, man. I don't have nothing against Matt Hasselbeck. And it sucks because this is the main game I wanted us to win, because even though you probably don't know who I am, but I know y'all probably see like Wise on YouTube. He a Colts fan, I'm a Falcons fan. He always be hating on Matt Ryan. And I was like, yo, November 22nd, we're going to win against y'all. We're going to beat y'all. Because I actually thought Andrew Luck was going to play. I'd rather beat Andrew Luck and lose against Hasselbeck. But I don't know, man. Hasselbeck 3-0. I don't know what we're gonna do, man. That man Kyle Shanahan, his offense, I don't know what they're doing no more. At the beginning of the season, we started off so good, man. But the thing is, everybody realized that Matt Ryan is only throwing to the Julio. That's all he throwing to is Julio. You know how like annoying that is? Even the Colts in the Colts game, bro. Like I said, looking on the field, You literally saw 3 people lined up on Julio's side, and he still tried to throw it to him. I mean, it's the difference between double cover, but it's by default. They literally just knew they was gonna throw it to him because there was no other way he was gonna pass the ball. Like I said, and get in the game, they did try to throw it to Roddy White, but it was just stupid. But guess what? After that happened, the offense was balanced because Julio was actually getting open. It opened up for both of them, and they started off good. But after that, it just seemed like they were like, okay, forget about Roddy White. We just gonna keep going back to Julio. Shout out to Jacob Tamme, man. I know he was playing against his old team, the Colts, but I mean, they can't do nothing if you don't pass them the ball. I mean, Hankerson did get a touchdown this game, and shout out to Patrick DeMarco, man. He got 2 touchdowns this game. Guess what? Nobody expected him to go to him. That's why he scored, right? He had 2 touchdowns for a fullback. Who does that? That's what I'm saying. I think that's amazing, and I wish he would have had a card in Madden or whatever, but that's besides the point. Well, Ahmad Bradshaw, I do not like that man whatsoever, and I don't know. It's something about Ahmad Bradshaw. I think I wouldn't say I hate him, but I don't like him as a player. I don't know if it's his name, it's his number. I just don't like Ahmad Bradshaw at all, and it kind of sucks seeing him run a little bit. But it's whatever on that. Who else, man? Shout out to Moncrief. Moncrief had a good game, 5 receptions, 41 yards. And I mean, even Bradshaw, he had 2 touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. And Bradshaw, I'd rather this man Hasselbeck do a 99-yard read option or some junk than see Ahmad Bradshaw just score. That's how I feel about that. What I'm taking away from this game, man. Well, where are we right now? 6-4, and I'm kind of glad the Packers beat the Vikings on Sunday because that helps us out. Because if the Packers lose on Thursday, I think they play Thursday, and if we beat the Vikings on Sunday, we still good in the wild card. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna make the wild card. If we make the playoffs, I'm straight. But we just need to keep going, man. I know the Panthers are winning the division. They winning the whole NFC right now. And they tied, you know, they both, 2 teams left undefeated, the Patriots and the Panthers. I know I wish the Patriots would have lost last night. I respect the Patriots fans now. I respect the Patriots fans. I just don't like the team. I wish the Bills were the one. I like the Bills. I like Rex Ryan. I like Stephon Gilmore, Ronald Darby, all them boys. Like I said, if Kiko Alonso was back on the Bills, that man would be the GOAT. But back to the game. We was up, man. We was up in this game. What, 14 or 21-7, something like that? And I was like, 3rd quarter, please do not sit on the lead like they always do. They always do that. The 3rd quarter is our worst quarter. That is our worst quarter. And the crazy thing is, Mike Smith gets a lot of hate for no reason. I don't care what nobody say. Mike Smith was the best coach we ever had. The difference between Dan Quinn and Mike Smith, he was conservative. I admit that Mike Smith was conservative. Dan Quinn is aggressive. But the difference between is, with Mike Smith, we was a first half team. With Dan Quinn, we was a second half team. If you think about it, that's exactly what's going now. That's exactly what it is. And it was like, okay, well, we finally up in the first half, and in the 3rd quarter, it seemed like you know, it was a Mike Smith type thing. Even though like I said, I respect Mike Smith. Like I said, he's the best coach we ever had. And people was like, oh, that play he called against Dan Quinn play he called against the 49ers, that was a Mike Smith call. Mike Smith would have went for the field goal. No, he wouldn't. Because if you go back to the the playoffs, remember the playoffs? Yes, the same exact thing happened in the playoffs, right? When we was against the 49ers and Matt Ryan, we just needed 5 yards to win the game. Guess what? He went for it then. He didn't make no stupid field goal. Now I admit they probably talking about the Seahawks squib kick thing or whatever. But hey, I mean, we won the game, bro. That is what it is. Percy Harvin was back there at the time, I think. Would you really want to kick it to that man? No. And Julio did come up with an interception after they got the ball or whatever, but Like I said, Mike Smith went for it against the 49ers in the championship game in 2012, though. And Dan Quinn talking about, well, we kicked the field goal because we had faith in our defense and all that other bull junk. And guess what? Just because of that one stupid drive, they're gonna blame it on the defense once again for no reason when we was going in the whole game. And guess what? If you really trusted your defense, think about this. We had 2 minutes on the clock in that game. 2 minutes. I think it was 2 minutes. For a touchdown to win, basically not necessarily win the game because they did have time, but to go up in the game. Now with more time on the clock and a touchdown to win the game on the 5-yard line, why would you not go for it if you trust the defense? And if guess what? If they stop you, they're on their own 5-yard line. With more time on the clock so we can stop them. I don't understand that. If it's Matt Ryan, Mr. Matty Ice on the 5-yard line, you telling me if they fail it, and if you have your trust in your defense, why wouldn't you go for it with more time on the clock? Oh no, we're gonna kick the field goal. And Matt Ryan, he was like, of course. I mean, even Shanahan, even though we got some Shanahan, he tripping. Shanahan was like, yeah, I would want to go for it. I mean, Matt Ryan, he was like, yo, I trusted in this decision and all that other stuff. Matt Ryan know he wanted to go for that, man. Think about that. We did it how many times before? I mean, we haven't been doing it lately. Actually, we have been doing it lately, but the last couple of games, it's just been hectic. Whatever y'all do not blame it on the defense, bro. That's just stupid, in my opinion. To blame everything on the defense when the offense ain't been doing nothing. I mean, Devontae Freeman, he been going in. He didn't do good at all against the 49ers. But, like I said, if they would just stop trying to throw it to Julio the whole time, we'd be straight. Matt Ryan was so much better when Roddy was his first look and everybody else was the second look. Or if Tony was the first look or Roddy was the first look, think about that, man. If you just constantly look at Julio, and if you wanted, I don't understand that. If a person is the main target, and that's all you looking at the whole time, it's just stupid to me. How many times do I gotta say it, bro? If Roddy White is a possession wide receiver, why would you not look at him first? Because he can make the short yardage. And why you look at him first? If he's covered, Julio Jones can keep flying his butt down the field so you can have more yards, bro. He's a what? He's a deep threat. He's actually all of it, right? But if you look at Julio, he's either going to be across the middle or deep down the field. Roddy White is a possession receiver, man. He'll catch it, probably stiff arm somebody and get out of bounds, or he'll go over the top. Matt Ryan the whole season, except for what? This past game, ain't really threw one deep like he did. Julio, I guess he dropped the ball or got knocked out or whatever. But it's about time he threw it. And I was hyped. I said, yo, I mean, when we got the ball back, I was like, yo, it's Matty Ice time, man. That's why I miss Harry Douglas, because in these situations, Harry Douglas, they used to always throw to Harry Douglas on the corner route and get the first down and get in field goal range. But it's just like, if you constantly look at Julio, even if Harry Douglas was on the team, they'll be like, oh, no Harry. I mean, Roddy White been on the team longer than anybody. Oh, no Roddy White. Jacob Tammy, that man 5, bro. Like I said, Jacob Tammy one of the GOATs too, man. I mean, he one of those underrated dudes. That man did a lot for the league. He did a lot for the Colts. He nice. Ain't nothing wrong with that man. Making sure the thing don't go out. But this game, bro, it's just knowing that we was up. It's not even about losing against Mazerbeck. Like I said, I like Mazerbeck. It's just losing how we did, man. I mean, I know it was one stupid call with the whole pass interference, and they've always been doing that to us every fourth quarter since we've been playing that jump. But it's just ridiculous. Like, it's just like the media got to us, and we don't want to play no more, man. We just really want to shut everybody up. That's what it just seemed like. Hey, stop talking about our easy schedule when, I mean, they still teams in the league. If 16, well, no, not necessarily 16, but if half of the people we play, I'm just saying if the whole schedule is easy, what does that say about the NFL? Think about it. If our whole schedule is easy, what does that say about NFL teams in the league? The only reason why they're giving the Panthers credit because what? They beat the Seahawks. The Seahawks ain't doing that good this year, but guess what? They steady talking about them. They still talk about them like they the GOAT. Like they the best team in the league right now. Right before this game, we was tied third in the NFC with the Packers and tied third in the NFC with the Packers. But all they saying, oh, the Packers trash. That's what they saying. I like the Packers and I respect the Packers. But that's what they were saying. Oh, the Packers trash, Falcons trash, and even the Vikings trash. The only people they talking about is what? The Patriots. That's all they care about. Until you beat the Patriots, it don't matter about anything. If they see anybody other team, if they don't see the Broncos, if they don't see the Seahawks, and they used to be the Packers, but they ain't win them no more, the Patriots. So Seahawks, Patriots, and the Broncos. If you don't play them on their schedule, they just immediately say it's an easy schedule for no reason. I know the Panthers going in right now, but they just waiting for them to lose so bad so they can talk trash about them. That's why I respect Kevin do what he do, because even though they lead our division right now, they staying on it. They saying, oh, okay, we ain't gonna win. Watch us. Cam Newton saying, oh, you trash. Hey, we scoring them touchdowns though. Like they waiting on them to fail, just like they did with the Packers. Oh, the Packers trash because they lost against the Lions. They just had a good game. I mean, it's a rival game anyway, ain't it? What? I mean, going to take 5, I mean, just is what it is. Sometimes you're going to lose. It just don't make sense to me, man. Sometimes you're just going to lose. Like I said, we still 6-4. I think we fell to 4th or 5th or something in the division. Not in the division, but in the conference now. If we beat the Vikings on Sunday, guess what? We'll have the same record, and if the Packers lose, we'll all have the same record. But guess what? They in the same division. It don't matter between that. As long as we had a better record than one of them, we straight. Don't forget they in the same division. The Vikings and them battling it out. So they already got a guaranteed playoff spot at whoever, whatever. But if we make the wild card, yo, let's do it. I'm like, oh, y'all ain't gonna do nothing in the playoffs. Matt Ryan only won 1 playoff game. Just all I gotta say is on that part, look at Peyton Manning's career, and can you say the same thing about that? Yeah, he won a Super Bowl, but how many has he lost though? How many playoff losses have he had? How many did it take him to get that one? How many did it take him? Let me just say that. Now I'm not saying Matt Ryan is comparable to Peyton Manning. I'm just saying how much hate he gets. How many comebacks have Matt Ryan actually had? How many bye weeks have we had in those playoffs? How many first seed we done had? How many home field advantage we done had? How many teams we done lost that actually went to the Super Bowl and went to the Super Bowl? You think if we didn't have that bye week, we wouldn't have beat nobody? We had a first round bye. Maybe if we didn't have that bye, we would have probably beat somebody in the playoffs. Don't you think? I know I'm like going on, but hey, like I said, I'd rather have a long video. I mean, I want to get my point across. And it seemed like they did watch some of my videos, man. I mean, Shanahan, bro, man, somebody probably somewhere, somebody on that team, some coordinator, eventually gonna come across the video and be like, yo. All I gotta do, man. The offensive line, it seems like it's kind of breaking down a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But it don't matter if they only trying to do one thing, man. If Devontae Freeman wasn't going in, we would be screwed on offense. So it's just like, what we gonna do next, man? I don't know what we gonna do next. Even in the 49ers game, I said we can't talk trash no more after that loss. But like I said, going back to when the Saints was talking about how we barely lost against the Redskins, barely won against the Redskins, how we barely won against the Titans. They wish they could say that, right? They wish they can say they barely beat them guys because they lost against those guys. And guess what? The Redskins straight up destroyed them. So, okay, man. On that part. So who we play next, man? We play like I said, we play the Vikings next, the Buccaneers, and the Panthers. Vikings. I respect Teddy Bridgewater. Like his rookie year, he did good against us. I like Trey Waynes. But it's a must win on Sunday, man. It's a must win. Like I said, I like the Packers, but they need to lose on Sunday, and we need to beat the Vikings. And we need to keep going. And then the Buccaneers, we play them, and then do we play the Panthers at home after that Buccaneers game? Nope. Dang, but we got 3 straight away games after the Vikings game on Sunday. So that's it for this one, man. I don't really know what else to say, but all I know is master back that dude, man. I don't like Ahmad Bradshaw. Shout out to Moncrief. Shout out to True Font, man. True Font. He only let Andre Johnson catch 1 ball, and I don't even know if that was on his side. T.Y. Hilton only caught 2 passes. Shout out to Teron Ward, even though he only had 2 yards, man, but he only had 2 carries. At least he went positive. And at least he didn't fumble the ball like Tevin Coleman. But all I gotta say is, to Kyle Shanahan, it's not funny, bro. All I gotta say, it's not funny to. It's almost like a disrespect to the fans, man. I know I'm done, but I'm about to do another stream in a second. I'm about to play some Rainbow Six and all that other stuff, but right now, let me get these last couple of minutes. It's like an insult to the fans. What makes a Hall of Famer is how the fans react to a player and how that player did on the field. Think about that. Think about that. Reggie White, probably one of the most loved players in the history of the game. He was a Hall of Famer because of what he did and how the people viewed on him, right? Deion Sanders, as crazy as that man was, and I mean crazy as in, hey, that man was all over the place. How the fans reacted to him got him to the Hall of Fame. Brett Favre, one day we're going to the Hall of Fame. I know he went to the Ring of Honor or something like that or whatever in the Packers. But it's how people view you on the outside. And I go ahead to say that is, just imagine, I don't know, Walter Payton probably one of the, they say he was a dude. They even got a Man of the Year award after him. Let me just say like if there was some miraculous way and Walter Payton showed up and played for our team and he was in the game and they never gave him the ball when the people chant his name, don't you think that's an insult to the fans? Don't you think that's an insult to the player? And that's how I'm feeling about Roddy White right now. If people buy that man jersey, the longest dude that's been on the team, and you're not even utilizing him to his full potential, people say, oh, Roddy White lost it. No, he didn't. Last year, he had 955 yards. That's 50 like yards away from 1,000. Who done had more 1,000 yards receiving seasons than Roddy White? I know there's some people out there, but think about that. They're still playing right now. Roddy White was up there breaking records, man. He done broke all the records for the receiving yards for the Falcons. I mean, I know Julio did that one game against the Packers last year for the in game, but we talking about all the time. Matt Ryan and Roddy White have broke all the all-time records. But you're not gonna utilize. He's basically like the legend of our team that's still playing, and you're not gonna use him. That's the stupidest thing that's the thing that's getting me. I got this man Roddy White jersey on my wall, bro. Well, it was on my wall, but I wore it the other day, and I got his signed football on my bed. I mean, come on. He's my favorite player. People like, oh, Julio better. Bruh, I've been knowing Roddy White since he came in the league. You think I'm gonna just hop on somebody bandwagon? Oh yeah, since he's they say he's better or whatever. But you think I'm just like, oh, forget about Roddy White? Roddy White has did a lot for us, man. They say he's a veteran, but he can still go. How is he gonna do something if you don't throw him the ball? How is he gonna do it if you don't give him a chance to do it? How is he gonna fail if he can't fail? If he already going through a lot with his mom and everything, and you're not letting that man play, hey, I'll go in depression. I'll go in depression straight up. I'll be like, yo, forget this team. Actually, not necessarily. He only ain't doing that because he know the fans love him. Now I know you can't like let the fans dictate the whole game, but I mean, they really gonna do that the whole season though? It's crunch time, man. I mean, everybody cracking down on that dang system. So that's all I gotta say on that. So yeah, shout out to EDP, man. I just thought about that. One of these days I might do an EDP type junk, but I ain't trying to cuss and all that other stuff, man. I'm just trying to get my point across because that's just how I feel. But one of these days they may really get me to that breaking point where I might end up a world star like he did. But yeah, man, and I might upload some videos of where I was on the game and all that. Shout out to the dude that's Friday ATL. So yeah. So yeah, I might do a game vlog, whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know we better win on Sunday. Oh, shout out to the dude that sent me a message, man. Yeah, man, we get a lot of haters. That's why I say we the most hated team in the league right now. We the most hated team in the league. And that's all they do. They want to see us fail, and they want to let you know that they're not with you. It's like the thing is before the season. I know I'm going back and forth, but it's my last thought. I promise. It's my last thought. When the season was going on, they picked us to lose basically almost every game except for the Saints game. Just remember that the whole time going up to it, they picked us to lose except for the Saints game. Except MJD when he turned on us against the Texans, he was with us the whole time. But when we was winning, he was like, "Oh, forget that. Only thing we got is Julio." And guess what? That game against the Texans though, Julio didn't even score a touchdown, but we still scored 56 points. But when we was winning, all I could say is the whole easy schedule thing. But when we started losing, oh, this is exactly what we expected. They could not wait till we won, until we lost. I was watching First Take every single morning after our game. They didn't say anything about us. Even that they never said anything about us except for the Cowboys, because of course that's Skip Bailey thing. I'm talking about the Cowboys. And then he didn't even give us credit. He was like, "Oh well, Brandon Weeden, he had a good game that game, bro. He threw one pick. You can't blame it on Brandon Weeden the whole game, can you?" So Every win that we done had, they first take they were just like, well, I think the Falcons are overrated. That's what they said. How many times do I have to say it? Who overrates us? Everybody hates us. Why would they say we the best? If everybody hates us, man. Nah, man, not right now, bro. They probably won't hear you on the stream, but like I said, I'm about to stop anyway, bro. I wish you could though, but I'll probably try to set that up next time, man. I'll try to set that up next time. But thanks for watching, bro. But like I said, I'm about to end this thing off. I'm about to start a whole new stream. I'm about to play the Rainbow Six Beta. But like I said, just subscribe for more, man. I do rants at the every game. I try to do it, but sometimes I don't get home until after the game, or if it's a home game, I try to do it right afterwards. But like I said, it's been fun, bro. I just don't know how people call us overrated when nobody ever gives a crap about us anyway. So I'm gonna leave it off on that. I don't know what the head coach and him doing. Get the ball to Roddy, and don't do it stupidly how they did, and never sit on the ball in the third quarter. So yeah, thank y'all for watching the stream, man. Subscribe, like, share. Hey, send the couch, send him. I don't got no Twitter, but hey, I probably need to do it, man. Be like, yo, what you doing? So shout out to Fry 5 ATL, man. Alright, see you later, bro.